Back for another day of sports betting this 22nd of April, and in this video I'm going to share with you my top 2 picks for the numerous games in the numerous leagues in the football today. We're going to be looking at the Premier League, La Liga, French League and the Australian A-League. I've got 2 bet builders that I really like to look at. I'm going to be advising to stick 3 units down on the both of these bet builders. As you can see by the record, as you can see by the units, we have been doing great since the beginning of the football season. Took a little step back yesterday. I will recap that in a second, but we are very close to breaking 200 units, and I did have a small break as well throughout the season. Let's recap yesterday's video. So only the one bet sent out in the English Premier League in the game between Tottenham and Nottingham Forest. Oh, bruv, where do we even start? Tottenham being at home to be 2-0 down in the first half. Every section on the bet builder hit, except from the under 1 goal in the 10-minute mark. Really frustrating, man. Just really frustrating. Yeah, for the past 4 to 5 days, we've kind of just been staying afloat, coming off an absolute heater. We were on an absolute heater for the past 2 weeks. Only had one losing day in 2.5 weeks, and yeah, we've just been staying afloat, and then we had a negative day yesterday thanks to Tottenham and their absolute cabbageness of defending. I knew Forest was going to win that game, knew there was going to be volume, was not expecting, and when looking at the metrics, Tottenham to concede within 5 minutes of the game. I watched the game live and it was just yeah, what do you do there? Literally, what do you do there? Sometimes you just gotta admit defeat to the lines. We're gonna get on hot runs. We're gonna make money over a long period of time with sports betting. It's just being sensible with your units. For example, if yesterday was your first video you've ever watched of mine, and you put all your bankroll down on one bet, what are you doing? Just stay away from sports betting if you don't know how to control your emotions or your money. I was going to ride these 2 bet builders today, 2 units each, but no, I'm feeling confident, man. Let's slap 3 units down on both of them, get a 2-0 day, recoup the units from yesterday, and just crack on throughout the rest of the week. There is football on throughout the entire week, and then we've got a very, very busy weekend. But let's start with the first bet builder today. As you can see there, Man City versus Aston Villa, under 6 goals, under 2 corners in the 10-minute mark, under 1 card in the 10-minute mark. No red card, and we are taking Barcelona to win money line. They face 14th in the league. They are now starting to push towards that title. Barcelona just had a great season. I don't want to really elaborate too much on that money line pick, but yeah, Barcelona, I feel like you could even take the -1 on the handicap tomorrow. I do not like the money line. You never see me picking money line again in the Premier League. Staying away from that, but Barcelona to win, fairly confident. Under 6 goals in the Man City and Aston Villa game. Going to be a competitive game, going to be a very competitive game. Both teams are really right next to each other in regards to points. Both of them trying to push and secure that European football for next season. Nothing really stands out when you look at their recent form. Yes, I do understand Man City's last home game was 5-2 against Crystal Palace. If we take a little look at the 2 teams and the percentages over the 4.5 line, they only have a 19% hit ratio. So I just diluted that play, took the under 5.5 line, really confident with that. The under 2 corners in the first 10 minutes is around about 86-87% hit ratio. Aston Villa, very, very possession-based football in the opening 45 minutes, definitely when playing away from home as well. I'd be surprised if there's 2 corners in the first 10 minutes. It'd be a corner from a corner. I can't see 2 separate corners coming from open play action in that opening 10. The under 1 card in the first 10 minutes when looking at the referee, very, very, very solid, around about 96% hit ratio with that. So I could not leave that out of this bet builder. The no red card as well when looking at these 2 teams and looking at the situation of the matchup. They're not going to want to get a red card in this game at all. They're both fighting with each other for European football. And then we move on to the referee as well. The metric shows with the referee there would have to be an out-of-pocket moment for the red card to happen, and then it goes back to the situation. I don't think from the situation of the game that out-of-pocket moment will happen, so I do fancy that no red card. Then we look at the Nantes and PSG game, and we're taking the unders in the Australian A-League. I won't really elaborate or go into the metrics in the Australian A-League. It has around about 95% hit ratio, so that's looking very solid. We're taking under 6 goals, under 14 corners, under 6 cards. PSG have already won the league. I can't see them going all out in this game, if I'm being totally honest. Like I said, the league's secure. They're going to be focusing on the Champions League. Not that they're not going to be focusing to win this game, but I'd be very surprised if it goes over the 5.5 line. I feel like this is going to be a very balanced game in the first 45 minutes. Under 14 corners, has a 96% hit ratio, so you'd be silly not to take that. The undercards, the metrics looking very nice when looking at the both teams and looking at the referee. So 3 units spread out between these 2 bets. If you appreciate transparency, honesty, and just results in general, feel free to subscribe. Hit 200 subscribers early on in the day. Let's do that 5 more times, beyond 1,000. I'm really looking forward to see where this journey is going to take me with YouTube, because I'm not stopping anytime soon. Progress lately I'm really happy with. Hopefully the algorithm starts to pick up my videos a little bit better and start giving me more impressions, because my click-through rate is brilliant, but my impressions, I'm not getting a lot of impressions on my videos, but I'm getting around about 10 to 20% CTR rate, which is really good. So other than that, I will catch you guys in the next one. It's going to be a very busy week, very busy weekend. If you're interested in NBA, we've been doing really well. The start of the NBA playoffs, so check my previous videos for that. Hope you all have a great day.